Hello. Welcome to the Pizza League Finals. This is Ken Clark, your webcast operator. I'm not hearing you. Yeah. Um,
All right, there we are.
oh, what was that?
Just had to jiggle something.
Oh, okay. So I can say your name again now.
Oh, Janine Green, trying to catch up with, oh my goodness, everyone here. All right, we are having a little bit of a delay because a number of people were stuck in DC Beltway traffic. And if you're from around here, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Let's see. So I see where somebody's throwing red.
Everett
You can
Szymanski.
tell which team that is.
Oh, now I was a little stuck in traffic, so I'm a little behind about getting everyone's names. But our feature sheet for this afternoon will be sheet B, of course. And on sheet B, we have Team Dubin. That starts with Andrea Dubin. And Team Dauerheim, their skip would be Brian Dauerheim.
So it looks like
Okay.
Dubin is yellow. So I'm gonna swap that up.
Dubin is yellow? You're sure about that?
Uh,
Okay.
think yes, I'm sure.
Just checking. Okay. That would be Alexa getting ready to go up next. Sorry, still trying to get our bearings here. All right, and I don't know what you're showing up on the screen right now. Okay. Okay. Yep, that was Alexa. Okay, Joe and Evan are sweeping it towards. It looks like a nice center guard to me, Ken. Oh, no, a little further. It's going in. I think, is it going to touch paint? Very nicely done. Nicely swept. Very nicely swept. All right, we do have some folks here in the gallery watching, of course. Okay, this looks like Evan sitting up in the hack with Joe and Alexa, ready to sweep for them. And he's off. Occasionally, Ken will switch the cameras. We'll see what we can show you on sheets A and C. Not so much on D, but we will certainly try for you. Okay, I believe this would be Kara. As Ken is showing you, it looks like it will hit. I,
Little,
I
little.
can't see where it ended. You didn't put
uh,
the overhead up.
oh,
Don't
what's
worry about it next time.
um? What do you mean it's up? Over that one? Is that what you mean? Oh, you're talking about. I mean, you can see the one up above you.
I. And again, Evan is throwing his second stone in his very first end. Yes, that overhead. Oh, too late. Yeah. All right, right here, it looks like there's yellow is sitting three. Oh, yes, that's true. And then, of course, red does have that one biter at the front 12 and a
Don't
guard out front.
don't think it's biting actually, but
Well, from here it does. But it looks like
it,
Dauernheim is perhaps trying to promote that one. Okay, I believe this would be Sean. It's getting close. It's got enough weight to it. It looks like it's going to, hold on, double hit. Keep the red in play, and they 8-foot comfortably and didn't take out one of the yellows. All right, then this would be Joe setting up in the hack with his lovely Orioles pants. He's very recognizable for those pants. And as always, curling is not just about the fun and the game, it's also about the fashion. We can blame or thank the Norwegian men, whichever way you feel, if that's a plus or a minus. All right, Evan and Alexa are sweeping that stone with a little bit of hurriedness. All right, looks like they're targeting that red stone that's pulling an 8. And very nice job to get that out of play. So again, yellow is sitting 3. Only the one that's biting the 4-foot seems to be under cover. The other two in the back, 8 and 12, are fully visible.
debate about which one to try to promote, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see which one he ended up pointing at.
Right.
I think it's the near one.
You can see what Skip Brian
Oh.
Dauernheim is calling for. Sean is setting up. Okay, well, some vigorous sweeping going on with Sean Stone. Where is it going to end up? Ooh, it's going to hit their front guard and unfortunately take that out of play. No, unfortunately that didn't improve. Well, that didn't improve. They're standing right now. Their only stone in the house would be 4th.
Well, it does open up their hit for the next one if they don't get if the yellow doesn't get a guard here.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is Joe's second stone. Nice delivery on its way. All right, no sweeping. We'll just escorting the stone, slowing down nicely. Where's it going to end up, Ken? What do you think?
Back of house, I think.
12,
Nope, I'm not.
8,
Oh, nope,
4.
top front of house.
Ooh, hey. All right.
Well, yellow's certainly looking pretty there now.
Yeah, it's sitting 4. I mean, that's a nice end to start off a game.
So we're down to Skip's rocks now. So
Oh,
Dubin is
wow.
trying to pick her shot.
Okay. Well, they're discussing, as you can see.
Or, sorry, that's not Dubin. I got the. Do I have the colors wrong? No, it didn't say Dubin was. Okay, I got it right. I'm confused, but it's Dauernheim. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Downheim. Oops.
Well,
Someone kind of left a. All right. Okay, looks like Sean Weiss for Team Dauernheim is indicating where to throw it. Dauernheim is giving some last minute instructions to Kara and Virginia. Okay. All right, first skip rock, this first end. Sheet B on its way. Sticking pretty close to that center line. All right. And will it? Oh.
oh, look at that! It went
Oh.
straight between the yellows.
It took out their guard, and then, as you said, Ken went right through the other two yellows. I know that was not his plan, but it could be a very good plan B since now the front is open. If I were yellow, I don't know. Maybe throw a guard to try to keep those two that are touching the front four safe.
Yeah, and you probably want to block a draw best you can at this point since yellow has hammer.
That's true. All right, and Joe, as you see, he's crouching down, indicating where Andrea should be aiming. All right, Andrea Dubin's first skip stone at this first end. Okay, it's slowing down. It's being escorted down. It's over the hawk, headed towards. Well, if it was supposed to be a guard, it's not going to be.
Well, it's sitting on the other one almost. So
Okay.
that,
It pushed the one further into the 4, and while it is sitting comfortably
wow.
in the 8. I don't know, but to me it looks like 5 yellow at
Yeah.
this point in time.
And with the hammer, so I'd be surprised if they don't score something in this end.
That wouldn't be so great for Team Dauernheim to give up a big end, but if you're going to do it, might as well do it in the first end, and you have plenty of time to go from there.
So what would you do in this situation? Boy, it's a tough. It's like,
Well, it depends how good your skip can throw. If you can get right in between those two yellows in the forefoot and draw it directly to the button, if you can get through that small port. just right. You could get yourself a steal of one because it.
Yeah, it's like if you bump off one yellow and hide, roll behind the other one, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, a little bit of strategy. Thinking about it. Okay, here comes Brian. Looks like this decision for his team has been made, and he'll be getting set up shortly.
Looks like sheets A and D have finished their first. No, sheet A has finished
Sheet,
their first end.
yeah, we have an update. Sheet A, red 1, yellow 0, and we will verify to make sure we have that. It's Team Everett throwing red on sheet A.
I'm pretty sure I
Yep.
looked before. I think I got it right.
Yeah, I think you did too because I do believe Zabrowski is yellow. So that would have been Dave Everett's team. Okay, let's see what Dauernheim's second stone. It's approaching the house. It's slowing down. Is it going to get through that small port? It will,
Oh
but
wow!
is it going to stop? Oh, very nice and undercover.
That's about the best you could expect in that situation.
Yes, so right now, very nice shot from Brian Dauernheim. He is now out counting the 5 yellows. So as of now, 1 red.
With one stone left to go.
And that would be Andrea. If I was Andrea, I guess I'd go down the same small port and see if you can just tick that red a
Or,
little bit off to the left.
or bump the yellow back into it and
Oh,
get it out of the house. That's
true. Very true. Actually, I think yellow's sitting 4. I think one of them was taken out. Yeah, I only see 4 at this time. Okay, here comes that last stone on its way. Okay, well, I think she may be doing exactly what you suggested, Ken. Let's see the overhead. Oh, here we go, here we go.
oh yes!
Very
Wow.
nice.
And
Oh, my word.
and there was a 6-1 back there we didn't see. So
There
they're
was.
well 6 now after with that last one. So
Wow, unbelievable.
that's amazing
A
start. Boy, how do you come back from that?
yeah, a huge end. We also, while Ken is putting that up, we have an update on sheet C. Yellow has 2. Okay, I believe that would be Nick Datlow's team.
And on
Mm-hmm.
sheet D, they're throwing the last stone right now.
All right, sheet B. Second and starting. Did D put their score up? Nope, they're still sweeping on a stone away.
Yep.
All right, here comes the first stone from Alexa. Her fiance Joe and Evan are. They did a little bit of sweeping, but oh, you got that great. Is it going to slow down or is it going to go out the back? All right, bordering the 8 and 12 foot, so it's in the back of the house. Up next, we've got Virginia. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to check what her nickname would be if she has one. All right, Hers is coming down towards us. It's curling slightly, which is what they wanted. Okay, now a nice hit and take out that yellow and sit comfortably in the 12. Oh, the scoreboard's right in the way, would you believe?
Well,
Sorry, folks.
we
We'll
can take
adjust
that
that.
off there. How about that?
Brian Dauernheim kind of gave a look like, oh boy, they give up a 6. But we know he will keep going. He was not going to stop. Oh, sheet B, we see that yellow has 2. All right, well, here comes the second stone from Alexa. We'll update the scoreboard in a moment. Oh, no, I think it's going right on through. Yes,
Cruising
it
on
did.
by.
A little too much weight. Right on through.
So you said sheet D, that was is it too yellow? I can't, there was somebody standing in the way, but you saw
Yeah,
2
on
there?
D, it's 2 yellow.
Okay.
I do have to figure out which team is which.
I think I got it right. I think
All
that's
right.
good.
Well, right now, both sheets B and C have a red stone coming towards us. All right, on sheet B, C, it went right through. Oh, and the
they both
same thing,
Yeah.
same thing on B. Redstone went right on through the house. That's a shame. Okay, this is Evan. He's the second on Team Dubin. Okay, some brisk sweeping, and oh no, it missed its target and it also went through the house. Evidently, this end, the ice must be faster than the other end.
That's the way it often works.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to have to adjust, perhaps use a little more finesse. Okay, I believe this is Kara. All right, it's sticking near the center line. It's curling back towards center. Okay, just a little bit of sweeping at the end to get it to touch paint, and it has. Very nice job. Nice job of sweeping there. Red is now sitting 2. And I think Dubin is calling for a takeout of that red that just got there. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
That's close.
That was very close. I had the advantage of sitting right here, and it was about maybe an inch beside it, but no more than that. So there was some breathing room. Oh no, don't turn that camera on us.
No, facing out
Okay.
in case we
There
get something else interesting to see in that direction.
Like the youngster here watching his grandpa play. All right, another stone for Team Dauernheim, and
Oh, sailing on through.
paper thin miss. That was very close to taking out their own stone. Okay, I know on today's team there are some substitutes. For example, Jen Martinelli is not here and is normally on Team Mazur. I believe her substitute is a very young Mr. Ben Peters. Very handsome young man he is. Jen and her fiance Luke, oh, excuse me, their wedding was yesterday. Her husband Luke, obviously, are not able to be here today. All right, here comes Joe Morrison. And Another right on through the house. Goodness. 'Cause they're still testing out this end of ice, having a little difficulty. Okay.
Looks like he's trying to split the house. One on the other side.
Makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. All right, so this would be Sean. Okay, Sean Stone sticking close to the center line, although curling off to the right. And it's slowing down nicely.
Yeah, going to be the back of the house probably.
Yes, it will. Okay, and Andrea giving it a little sweep, so now it's bordering the 8 and 12. And as the members of our club who do play in the Pizza League, it's called Pizza League because on the normal days between the two draws, pizza arrives. So, since this is the end of the season, these are the playoffs, the championships, each game here today has a different nickname. For example, sheet B, oop, hold on, here comes this. All right, it will take out one of the reds, one of the back reds.
So
What we can say on sheet B, this game is called the pepperoni game. This would be in the class 1, so to speak. On sheet A, it's lava cakes. The sheet D is Cinesticks. And C is cheese. I believe in order it would be pepperoni, cheese, lava cake, Cinesticks. Just for a little added info. Okay, back to the action here. Uh-oh. Yeah, took that one out of play, and it looks like the other one is still in play but out of the house. So depending upon your view, it looks like one yellow. But I know Team Delrenheim is not done yet. We are down to skip stones at this time. Also keeping an eye on the other games progressing. Oh, thank you. We've got a notation. I do apologize. Team Delrenheim, the lead. Her name is Madison. It is not Virginia. Please do accept my apologies. To her family and friends, if they're watching, Brian Dauernheim corrected me. And I'm glad. All right, this is Andrea Dubin's stone, her first skip stone of 2. And I think it's going to be right on target and take that red stone out of play.
rolling on out itself.
Yes, its stone itself did go out.
Which is probably just fine. She probably doesn't want anything in the back of the house.
Mm-mm. All right, I believe Team Dauernheim is obviously talking strategy. And I would think it would either be take out that yellow or just out count it towards the button.
Or sit on it maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not, doesn't look like what they're calling for.
Oh. Okay, I can't really be back on.
Oh, yeah, thanks. not either. Oh, I am.
Gave me that good one. Oh, there we go. Sorry, this headphone is just a little finicky today. And in doing so, looks like an empty house. Brian Dauernheim did take out the Yellowstone.
So Andrea's last stone of this end. So not sure what she wants to do. Just draw to the button, I guess.
We have been told
Or
that
front of house.
Andrea Dubin is using her outside voice, although I don't think the ambient microphones are on.
And it shows us picking up something,
No.
but I'm not hearing anything.
No, but here we go. Let's try this.
Okay.
Okay, we found the right ones for that, but we are going to be turning that sound down. Okay. Yeah, looks like the Yellowstone. It does need to slow down a little bit, but Brian Dauernheim is going to give it a little extra to get it. It's in the back 12.
Sorry, I lost which camera we were on there.
All right, so now you can hear a little bit. All right, Ken, do you have the chat up so we can see in case we're getting negative or positive feedback so that we can adjust things accordingly?
Yeah.
All right, here comes Brian Dauernheim. This would be the last stone in this second end on sheet B. Either take out the yellow or just simply outcount it. Looks like he's doing the takeout. Yep, indeed.
So
All right, Team Dauernheim does have one. Huh? Not out of it.
and how are we on the other end? They're still on. I guess the other sheets are still on this end. Yeah.
Oh. All right, I think it's much better when you can hear the folks on the ice. I believe this would be Madison.
Yeah, it's kind
All
of
right.
heavy. Went on through.
Right on through. Okay. Empty house. This is Alexa. All right, that one looks like it has a good amount of weight, and it is sticking to the center line pretty well. Let's hope it slows down, or it will go right on through.
That looks pretty fast. Wow. It's way, way, way.
Yeah,
More
right
than,
on through.
More than bumper speed. Unless they're intentionally throwing through.
I'm not sure.
Might have been.
If it was the 8th end, you'd understand. So, just a little too much weight. Okay. Again, the second stone for Madison. Oh, actually, that's Kara.
Looks like they got their guard this time. Right on the center line.
Wonderful. And once again, please accept my apologies for mixing up Madison and Kara. We are not professionals here. We are all volunteers, so you get what you pay for, right, Ken?
Sometimes even a little more than you pay for it. Just a little.
Which is 0, so there you go. All right. Then again, I believe, okay, that may hang on the edge. It's gonna hang on the edge of the 12. So there you go. Okay, I believe this is Madison. So again, apologies to Madison's family and Kara's family and friends. Here at the club at Potomac Curling Club, we have 350 members. So it's not giving an excuse, but giving you a reason why I might not know everyone by their face. All right, here we go. Okay, bumps the red guard, so now there's like a double front guard. That's nice. This is Evan. All right. Ooh, that has some weight to it as well. Wonder if they're trying to blow apart those guards. Oh. Okay. It did take that one guard out and replaced it with the yellow. Okay. And as we've said earlier, we do have some folks viewing the games, and there are two young boys here that are having the time of their life, so you may hear some of them laughing in the background. Okay, looks like this red stone is going to take out the yellow stone that was just left out front as a guard, although pushing it into the house. Is it going to stay in? It does. Another biter on the 12-foot. All right, this will be Evan's second stone coming up. All right, nice release. He may have pushed it a little bit, but can't tell 100% from this angle, and it's headed out to the right side. Ooh, this may have too much weight.
Yep, that's going through.
Yeah, that did. In fact, tell by Evan's expression after he stood up and turned around, he wasn't happy with that. Okay, Sean, next up. Update on sheet A, it is now 1-1. Again, sheet A, 1-1. Alright, Sean Stone looks aiming to that one yellow on the far right. Oh, and it's curling a little more. It's gonna miss the yellow, but will it outcount? It will outcount it.
Yep,
So
right
that's
on the
very
D-line.
nice. All right, looks like Dubin is calling for that one, not to be left in the house. Indicated for Joe to take Sean Stone back out. Joe Morrison getting set up again. Joe easily identifiable by the Orioles pants. Oh no, it looks like it's going to take out. Yes, it will. It will. Took out Sean Stone, so Sean is up next. Maybe he wants to put it back. All right, on sheet C we have an update, red 1. So Mazur 1, Datlow 2. And here comes Sean's second stone in this third end. Ooh, nice, smooth, gentle release. All right. Well, yep, the skips calling the sweepers on, and now it's curling back to the left. It may hit, and it will. Hit their guard out front, did it, and it does not get into the house, not
Nope.
from the angle that we have here.
And kind of guarding the yellow now.
Mm. Maybe it's a chance to promote that red back into that yellow and take that yellow out there. But we'll see. Here comes Joe Morrison second. Release. It's headed down the left side of the sheet. Gonna go all the way through?
Nope.
No. That's good.
4 yellows in the house, so they probably just need to draw behind. I would think they'd want to draw or hit and roll behind.
Let's get an overhead view. Well, it's not going to be perfect. Okay, the score sheet's in the way. But yeah, you can see that there were 4 yellow hanging out in the house. All right, thank you, Ken. Not yet. Team Dauernheim is definitely discussing strategy at this point.
In sheet D, they finished working on the next end, but they haven't posted the score, assuming it wasn't playing a blank end.
Okay. Taking a moment to instruct his sweepers what their plan is. All right, and here we go. Let's see what Brian Dauernheim has up his sleeve. Over at your view, Ken, to get a better look. All right, where are we looking? Into the house, into the 8. But still straddling the 8 and 12.
I'm surprised they didn't sweep that at all.
Get it perhaps a little closer. Yeah, I agree, because now that red is sitting second.
I guess they were trying to get it to curl. That must be why they didn't sweep it. Hoping to hide it better.
Yeah, that's
not leaving it wide open the way it is now.
Yeah, and it looks exactly like the way Joe Morrison is indicating. Looks like they're going to be trying to take that newly placed redstone right out of there.
So here's Dubin with her first skip stone.
Has a bunch of weight to it.
And, plenty of weight.
And the sweepers are just staying close. It will get past the guards. Oh, past the guards and straight on through. Had good weight, but unfortunately it didn't hit its target.
Looks like they were thinking about bumping up the red one into the red.
Okay, one of their guards.
Yep, not the guard. I think it was the one in the house.
Okay. All right. All right, that's the voice of Linda Kirkman over on sheet D. All right, Brian Dauernheim has his next skip stone. All right, here we go.
Looks like he
And
kind of got what he wanted
advancing,
there.
but
Maybe
very nice.
and
And
red
it
is
is out counting the yellow at this point in time, but
and well guarded.
yes, Andrea Dewin does have one more skip stone. Okay, we are getting an update on sheet D as in David. It's now yellow 3, red 0 at this time. And Andrew Dubin is setting up for the last stone in this third end. All right, here we go. Okay, it is wide to the left. Is it going to curl back? Okay, looks like it will, but
Oh, beautiful shot. Look at that.
oh, wow. Very nice. That looks like 2 yellow to me from our
Yeah,
angle.
I think so. I wasn't paying quite close enough attention, but yeah, I think you're
Yeah, it
right.
looks like two yellow at this point.
Your wide shot here, you can see that on sheet A they just finished the end, but I wasn't paying attention to what happened there.
No, well, we really can't. So when the score is hung out, oop, it's being hung. Let's take a guess. All right. Yellow now has 4 to red's 1. So Team Zabronsky 4, Team Everett 1 at this time. And they're starting their 4th end over on sheet A, just as we were starting our 4th end on sheet B.
I already switched it though. Need to nice T-line shot there.
All right. Back.
You can can see sheet C on the right there. Looks like there might be yellow one. With two more stones left to go on sheet C.
Yeah, sheet D is still on their third end.
Ooh, just
Ooh.
tapped it over.
Well, that works for Team Downernheim. Not exactly, I think, what Dubin wanted to occur.
Looks like a guard weight coming in here. Nope, it's going to be in the house, I guess.
All right, sorry about that, folks. I stepped away. Get better seating. Hopefully, better vision.
Control, no handle.
All right, here comes Evan Stone. That's got weight. I don't know if it's going to hit its target. Oh, it's curling back in. Very nice. Indeed, it will hit its target.
Yeah, good throw by Evan.
Mm.
And sheet C that you see on the right there, they're down to the last hammer stone with a yellow about to throw, or thinking about throwing, not quite about yet.
All right, nice guard being thrown there.
Well, they're guarding the yellows, though. I don't know if that's what they wanted.
Okay, this would be Evan Stone. What score do you have on sheet D?
I haven't posted a three. Oh, I thought we said 3 Walters, but I don't see that up there. Where did I get that number from?
Don't worry about it. When they hang up next one, we'll find out. Oh, and on our sheet right now, Downheim 1, Dubin 8. All right, Joe and Alexa are escorting that yellow Evan Stone. Ooh, will it stop? Yes, it will. It's
Sitting 3 yellow at the moment. Looks like on sheet C, Datlow now has 4 points. Did I get that right?
Yes, Datlow has 4. 4-1 over on sheet C. Oh, unfortunately, that redstone just out of play. Well, sheet D looks like they are still on their third end. All right, Joe Morrison throwing. Yellow. Son Evan escorting it up, now sweeping. Oh, it's slowing down. I know they called for a guard. It looks like it may just freeze onto the red. Very.
Good call.
Yeah, nice freeze on the red, and it's right by another yellow. All right. Skip Brian is going to do some thinking about what to call. And I think you can hear Sean giving some suggestions to his skip. It is one thing about curling is open communication. Both teams can hear everything being said. Unless you're speaking two different languages and you don't know how to speak the other one. For example, on a Bonspiel that was on the television set here behind us, we were watching Switzerland against Japan. From what I saw, Switzerland beat Japan 8-4. Oh, I hope people weren't DVRing and watching it later, because I just, sorry. I already told you the final score. Now this one has some weight to it. He's drawing in from the right side. All right, now it's curling back towards center. But it does have some weight to it. It's going to hit the yellow. Oh my, I was wrong. Just past it. That was extremely close. Okay, now we're getting an update on sheet D. I believe it is now 5 yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, based on where Rob Myers posted the score, it would be yellow 5, red 0 on sheet D. That is the Cinestics game.
My apologies for posting the wrong score earlier.
Oh. Again, get what you pay for. Okay, and that's down. Is slowing down. Is it? It is going to touch a paint. If you look over it, I know the view that we have, it looks like it's not, because our view is not perfectly above. So that may or may not be biting, depending upon your viewpoint. And of course, at the end of end of this end, that will be up to the vices to decide.
Well, I don't think it matters whether the red one sticks around, but
Yeah, because at this time it looks like 3 yellow, and then red is the 4th shot stone. All right, John setting up. All right. All right, coming in from the left side this time. Sweeping right away, Kara and Madison. Oh, it did hit their guard stone. So I wonder if that was the plan, to clearing out that guard so they have a better view of more of an open shot towards the house.
time for skip stones.
Indeed it is. Skip stones on our sheet. And looks like skip stones over on A. There's Max Bransky just threw one. Excuse me. Right, we'll see what Andrea's. She's eyeing things up, and all right, she's pushed off the hack. Nice smooth release. All right, I believe Joe is calling weight only.
Yeah, looks like a guard.
Oh, okay, now the sweepers move in. Ooh, to get it across the hog line, it started, it slew. It slowed indeed.
Well, nice high guard.
True. I think I would have wanted it to curl a little more, but
Yeah, probably. Not sure what good it's doing right there.
all right. Right now is getting himself set up. Wiping the stone for those who are not curlers. Might be wondering why he's doing that, because you don't want the stone to pick up on some random debris
Well,
and get taken off target.
or more, you want to see if it already picked up something.
Yeah, and make sure if it had, take it off. All right, here it comes. All right, the sweepers are on it. Wanting it to curl a little more towards center. Past the guard. Oh, I don't think it has enough to get towards the center and out count.
Nope.
No, it won't. Still looks like 2 yellow at this time. Well,
Three.
three.
Yeah,
Three.
that's
I
a 3.
apologize. Looks like 3 yellow at this time.
With, what, we got 2 stones left to throw, I guess.
Well,
Where we are.
oh, I see a red stone down there yet. Yeah. So, 1 skip stone for either team. Over on sheet C, Dennis McLean, also known as Denny, is throwing. He's a stick curler. The stone is coming on down. You can probably hear Kalen Mazur giving instructions to their sweepers. Nice stone. Over here we've got Andrea Dubin stone coming in from the left. It is starting to curl some, but it's slowing down. All right, it's another high guard. But it's,
And we're down to the hammer stone, and not a lot of good options there.
no. Well, I think that's why those guards are there, in case they thought Team Dellerheim would come in on the left-hand side.
We can take a little look at our view of sheet A over there. Can't see it too well, but we got lots of stones in the house there, and it's E-Red sitting 1 at the moment. And
Yeah,
I think
and
they're
that
on,
would be,
they're on the skip. They're on the hammerstone now too, I think. Well, maybe we should look at
here,
sheet A
you
or
wanna-
sheet C, or we
Yeah.
we
there
throw
we
yeah.
go. And you?
Oops, there's sheet C coming in.
Yep. Coming in hot, too. All right.
Still 3 reds left in the house there for Datlow.
Mm-hmm.
And
Datlow needs it. They are behind on Team Mazur. It's 4-1 in favor of Team Mazur, excuse me.
is that right? I have it posted the other way around, did it?
Oh,
Is it
Well, it looks like sure. Well, no, on C, red has won. Oh, you know what? I have it wrong. Good Lord. All right, well, Ken and I are usually a lot better at this, so you're just going to have to excuse us. It's an off day.
That's what you get for Pizza League.
Yeah.
Not our best. We save our best for the Bonspiels.
Yes. All right, Brian Dauernheim setting up in the hack and pushing off. Let's see what they're going to come up with. They do need to rack up some more points. All right, here it comes. Did not improve.
So 3
They're scoring
yellow.
3 yellow. Oh my. I think that takes, and that may be a concession right there. After 4 ends,
Wow.
that would Team
was-
Dauernheim 1, Team Dubin 11. Wow. Yeah. Well, that was unfortunate for Team Dauernheim. It just couple of ends. They gave up that first end, that big one with 6. And then, so do we want to tune into Sheet C now?
Yeah, we should be. I think Sheet C is the next priority game.
All right, Ken, do you want to change the cameras?
Yep.
Okie doke. Looks like a skip stone being thrown here on Sheet C. Nick Datlow. And his vice, Kevin Ames, is indicating what to aim for. How convenient. Kevin Ames indicating where to aim. Yeah, I know. I won't quit my day job, Ken. Don't say a word.
I didn't say anything.
Uh-huh. You were thinking it. All right, here comes Nick Datlow stone. Yellow coming down. It looks like it may hit their guard. Nope, it went right past. Okay, because we were looking at an angle from here. Okay, and it. One second. It's
Yeah,
second shot.
Second shot. So it's better than having 4 reds we're all alone in there. So
Yeah. I kind of opened things up a little bit. All right, here comes Kalen. Headed down, get himself set up.
do we have a score update on any of the other sheets yet? What are we
Not at this time.
still?
No, looks like sheet A is, can't see anything at this point. All right, well, here comes Kalen Stone. Yeah, looks like sheet A has not put up their 4th end score, although I think Lori Beatty is about to do that. Yes, thank you, Lori. Okay, looks like we have a tie on sheet A. It is 4-4.
And it looks like red just got 5 on sheet C while we were
Oh,
watching there.
wow.
So that makes it 9 for Datlow.
No.
No, at 8. How many did I just say?
You said.
Oh no, that was for red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That would be
okay.
Kalen's team, Missouri.
Okay,
Mazer.
sorry. How many did I said 4 or did I say 5? I don't know. We can wait till I put the score up.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, good gracious. We're really having an off day here. But we're always having fun, whether we're on or not. On or off. It's always a fun day here at the Potomac Curling Club. And that's what we try to promote, that the game of curling is quite fun. There are some competitive leagues, and as the Pizza League is, certain leagues that are just for fun. A little competitiveness, but again, just for the joy of curling. For players to work on skills and get to know each other.
Yeah, can I get this there? Yeah, I guess I got it over the hog line. Not much past, but maybe.
Nope.
I gave up on it. Okay.
It hogged.
Yeah.
Just. That's a shame. All right, looks like Jerry Jennings, lead for Team Datlow. He's getting set up in the hack, and he is the grandpa of the two youngsters having the time of their life here in the warm room. Right, Aaron Jennings and Kevin Ames very calmly escorting that stone on down. All right, where are we ending up?
Okay, now, control, now.
Okay, well, that is a close to the house corner guard. Okay, good start. All right, Ben Peters and set up in the hack.
Yeah, this one's gonna come right in. We'll let just do its thing.
Okay, Cheryl and Denny very calmly escorting this stone down the ice.
A little too much, it looks
Is
like.
it? All right, well, Nick Dattlow's going to sweep it. Is it going to go out? And yes, it did. Mm.
The one sheet D over there, you can see Linda going down. Looks like she's going to throw her first skip stone.
Oh, and the score on sheet C, red has 6,
Oh,
yellow
6.
has 4.
Thank you.
Yeah. So indeed, that was a 5 end. Ken, you did
Yep.
call it right the first time.
Yeah, I just forgot what I said.
Yeah. That and second guessed yourself. Naughty, naughty.
Let's go out because I got confused by which team won. I guess when something throws you off, you're just all out of there.
All right.
Oh, so we're watching both sheet C and D here at the same time a little bit. There's sheet C coming
And that
in,
looks
and
straight. Ooh, it may hang off the back 12. Yes.
yeah, that's still in.
A little bit of a biter there. Back 12. Be useful.
And over on sheet A, Linda's throw looks like it's going to hog maybe, or just over.
That's D that you're looking at.
D, that's
Just over.
what I meant. That's not the word that came out of my mouth.
All right, sheet C is Cheryl Kaminsky. She and Dennis McLean are both stick curlers. Very, very nice people. They're both very nice and very helpful to me. Okay, let's see where Cheryl Stone ends up. It's approaching the house. Oh, it looks heavy, and indeed it was. Right through the back. Oh, goodness. Okay. And this would be Erin Jennings, Jerry's daughter, in case you weren't sure. Sending her stone on down. All right, looks like Kevin and Jerry are escorting it. Just a little bit of cleaning. Okay, now here comes the sweeping. All right, over the hog. But is it going to enter the house? We've got to watch it. Oh, okay, there we go. Looks like it's going to touch the 8, but nope. Just past the T line. It's completely in the blue, 12. But. All right, Cheryl Kaminsky is setting up for her next shot. Okay, Ben and Denny sweeping. As Kalen is giving them instructions to keep going, keep going, keep going. He's saying all the way. All right. Stone entering the house. Is it going to take out that yellow? It is going to bump it. Still in the 12 foot. The yellow does remain in the 12, but further out. Redstone now straddling the 8 and 12 foot on the T line. And here comes Erin Jennings' second shot. All right, that stone is on its way. Again, the two gentlemen escorting that stone down is Skip Nick Datlow is just watching it, headed towards the house. And 12, 8, 4 foot. Ooh, just barely touching the button, just in front of the tee line. It's completely in the floor except that very slim margin on the button. All right, and here we go with Dennis McLean. All right. And Kalen saying, let it curl, as you heard him. And he passed the hog line. Let's take a peek where it's coming in. Oh, right on through. It stayed on that center line. Very nice. The line was nice. It just unfortunately did not hit its target. Right on past.
And you can see on sheet D, they're down to the hammer.
Okay.
So red is, we switch around here. Well, you can see that
A little bit.
yellow is sitting 1 or 2 at the moment. Probably 1.
Yeah, it could be 1 or 2 sitting yellow on sheet D. You just don't have a good look at it at an angle. Oh, goodness, here. Yellowstone approaching the house for Team Datlow. Past the hog.
It's
Getting
like
close.
guard weight here, isn't it? Well, no, it's going to be in.
Yeah, it's in. It may even touch the 8. There it is.
Yep,
Just
you got
touching
it.
the
Touching
8.
the 8. Look, a good call.
Oh, hey, I'm getting the hang of this. Yay, it's the end of the season. All right, here comes Dennis McLean for Team Missouri. All right. And again, just being escorted on down. That one has some weight to it. Entering the house. All right, this one.
Beautiful takeout.
Beautiful takeout. This one did do. Second try worked. All right, now we have for Team Datlow, Mr. Kevin Ames.
And on the sheet D, I'm still showing Stephanie. Is that Stephanie?
Stephanie
Just
Walters.
throwing our hammerstone.
Throwing our hammerstone over on D.
So I'm just going to keep the camera on here a little bit to see if it does anything on sheet D. No, just bumped a bunch of guards and didn't make any difference. Okay, back to our sheet again, and whoop, look at that. Another nice hit.
Nice hit. Now it's red sitting 1.
Yeah, look at that.
So the house itself looks, the center looks pretty open. Nice opportunities there. Okay, on sheet A, it looks like they're down to skip stones because Mike Zabrowski just sent a yellow rock towards their house. Ooh. That looks like it may sit like, oh, I see, just beyond the button. All right, back on our sheet C. Kalen. Getting ready for his shot. Okay. Kalen getting set up. Pushed off the hack. Nice smooth release. Sticking towards the center line, pretty much. I don't see much curl to that stone. Not yet. Oh, yeah, okay. Now finally there's a little bit of a curl happening here. And it is veering off to the left. And it's going to go past the 4. And into the 12-foot. So not really improving. It's still just 1 red. It went just a little too far. But if you're looking to be undercover, that's pretty good.
we take a quick look at the house on sheet A and see what we look like there.
Oh my goodness. We've got a full house over
Yeah,
in A. Red
on
sitting
A.
one.
Red sitting one with
Okay.
lots of, how many stones are in that house? Eight,
One, four, five,
nine.
six, nine. Oh goodness.
But not the, most of them are counting if that with that red one there.
All right, Mike Zabronsky's about to send one of his skipstones yellow. This may be the hammer. I
Yeah, I
believe
think
it
it is.
is.
I'm gonna keep the camera on that house for the minute.
Yeah, they're still talking strategy
On
on sheet C.
C, yeah.
So here goes Mike Zabronsky with the hammer, yellow, on sheet A.
And we'll be just have the house view on the webcast. So,
Yeah.
but you'll see the rock moving into it in a few seconds here. You'll see it coming in.
All right. Oh, three sweepers helping it out. Oh my.
Well,
Yeah, I know it was supposed to hit that red in the center and it didn't. So it looks like red
red one clearly.
won. So it'll be red is now ahead on sheet A, 5-4.
And back on sheet C here, we're seeing us.
There we go. Yeah,
the
we only have 6 stones in the house compared to 9.
Dat Lowe's about to throw his first stone, yeah.
First of his 2. Okay. And Jennings now started sweeping lightly. A little more. Letting Skip Kevin Ames guide them. Here we go into the house, bumping, right, advancing one of their stones, and now it's out counting that one red. So
one
it's
yellow.
one yellow at this time.
With 2 stones left to go.
One for either team. Coffin strategy yet? Deciding what to do with Kalen's last stone of this end number 5.
And over on sheet D, they got lots of guards going on and 1 yellow in the house.
Okay. I've got too many curlers in the way. I'll take your word for it. Wonderful.
Oh, well, while we're waiting on sheet C, we'll watch that sheet D rock sliding on down there.
Yeah, that was from Brenda Mejia. Another wonderful member here at the Potomac Curling Club.
It looks like
it may go through.
right on through.
Oh. It did.
Okay, now on sheet C, Kalen's about to throw his last rock.
And it looks like Dennis is, I think it's trying to go under the cover of the Yellowstones. That's what's being called, okay. Ben and Cheryl is squirting that stone, just keeping an eye on it. Denny, Vice, and of course Kalen Skip has followed his stone on down, and it's
to the button.
To the button, and all right, just a little beyond.
Well,
but it is exposed. It's not undercover.
And time for the hammer. You can see over on sheet D, the house looks the same as before with 1 more guard than last time we showed it.
All right, we now have 8 stones in the house, Ken. All right, over on D, Brenda Mejia has delivered her 2nd stone.
I'm watching that on the webcam here since we're still waiting for Datlow.
Okay, looks like it is going to hit the yellow out front. It did slow down. Yeah, it's going to
Oh,
promote one of the Yellowstones instead. All right, here we go. Back to C with Nick Datlow delivering the hammer
So I just took it
in
to his
this
car
fifth end.
and I said, "Here's my shoe," and I gave him both shoes because I was like, you know. And so he actually
All right, it is
came
curling
over, strung
left.
them up, and like made it look really nice for like the day.
Looking at that overhead house.
Back to our
oh,
Nice,
beautiful shot.
nice
Went to
takeout of that
save the one 1 point there. Save the
red from scoring.
takeaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's so up to 5 for Datlow.
No, 6.
Was it 6?
Yeah,
Did I
they
miss
had
something?
that was a 2.
Oh,
So
that was a 2. Okay.
yeah, so sheet C is now 6-6.
Guess I should show the score. I was hiding it a little bit since I was hiding some of the action. There we go. I think we're up to date on all sheets except maybe not on. Oh, yep. Yeah, I think we're up to date on sheet D. Sheet A. Yeah. Yep. I think
Five to
that score
four.
is accurate at the moment here.
Yeah, it's tough keeping Ken up to date, right?
Oh. And watching other
All right, Jerry Jennings delivering his stone.
action moving back the other direction now on sheet C.
Let's see where Jerry Stone ends up. May have. No, this one's gonna get in. This one's gonna enter the house. Indeed, it did.
The downside of those ones is that they're like super heavy. Like so clunky. If you're walking around with them, you're like, I am Frankenstein.
Okay, Ben Peters setting up. Putting himself in the hack, ready to go. This is that very handsome young man. Stepping in to assist Team Mazer. All right, Dennis and Cheryl doing just a little bit of sweeping. And a nice takeout. Very nice job, Ben.
He does. He has what I call the dad shoes. They're like these white tennis shoes that look like they're like those are the shoes that my dad used to own.
Okay, Jerry Jennings. His second stone. Skip Nick Datlow keeping an eye. Now calling his sweepers to do what they do best.
Center line guard.
Very nicely done. That's very nicely done. And I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there you can. Yeah, and that is straddling that center line very well, very nicely.
And so he had like the register in front, and then like he probably had like 40 feet going back of all of the stuff. Yeah, all of the stuff that he was working on.
Actually, we'll show after we show this sweep here, we're going to cut over to sheet A and look at that house.
As best we can. Okay, and that red one going past, and Nick Datlow is sweeping it out of the back of the house.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we can see. Oh my goodness, they've got a bunch of guards, 4 guards and 4 in the house.
With yellow shot.
At this time,
and
yes.
a lot of rocks yet to come.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, well, I'll go back to, well, let's take a look at what's going on sheet D a minute here as we have a stone coming in, a card, and well, that shook things up a little bit. So we got 2 yellows in the house on sheet D now. Oh, and back to our sheet C action.
Okay. Indeed, Aaron Jennings Stone. Crossing the hog at, yep,
Nope.
I thought so. Well, that perfect center guard is not so perfect anymore, but.
So Had about the right weight if they could have gotten behind, got past the guard, but not quite.
No, but now they have two out front. All right, Cheryl Kaminsky is setting up.
Another rock going down on sheet D. And crossing the other way, coming back on sheet C. Got Cheryl's rock.
So, folks, if you're all watching, don't get dizzy. All right, Ben and Dennis McLean sweeping. It's over the hog, going through that open port. Ooh, this may get to the 8-foot. All right, well, it's going to touch the 8.
Yeah, halfway in.
All right, sitting to red.
Looks like shot on red, and red's got a shot now on sheet D.
Yeah. Boy, their house, in the front of their house looks pretty crowded.
Yeah, it was worse before they had that one
Oh.
takeout that blasted things out a little.
Okay, all right, and on sheet C, here comes Erin Jennings, next stone. And I think she's going to hit another guard, unless it starts to curl. It's starting to, but will it get, it went through, wow. Very nicely done. Well, it's not out counting either of the two red stones, but it is in the house. Mostly within the 12-foot.
And on sheet D, you'll see the yellow stone coming in here in a few seconds, I think. Oh, well, nope, got bumped into that red before it showed up on the screen.
All right, Ben and Denny sweeping. They want to get that stone over the hog, obviously. All right, it's over the hog. It's going to stay out front as a guard. And right now it looks like that stone is giving great cover to the yellow guard that's closer to the house, so it's guarding a guard. All right, Nick Datlow.
I think he wants to hit that yellow into the red.
And this would be Kevin Ames getting set up in the hack for his throw. Here we go. All right, nice release on that one. He's got some good weight. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, it promoted their team's Yellowstone right on out of the house, unfortunately. No, that was not the plan, Ken.
Well, like at least it opens up a hit at the red if they if they can't get another guard here. But
True. All right, and this is Dennis waiting for instruction from Kalen, so it'll be Dennis next to Thor Redstone.
on sheet D, here comes the red stone. Looks like they're trying to draw it in. Yep.
And over on sheet A, Skip Stones, the last stone for Team Everett. All right, back on sheet C. Again, you've got Cheryl and Ben waiting for instructions from Kalen. Up, here comes the sweeping. All right, it's going to get through that port. And it's freezing right, making a nice little cluster of stones there. Right at this point, Ken, I see 3 red.
Yep. See what Datlow can come up with. I'm sure he's going to hit something.
All right, this This is Kevin Ames. His stone is right on the center line. It's got weight. All right, it's not curling much, but it is doing a little bit of a curl. And, all right, well, it promoted one of the red stones out, so that red sitting 2. Well, that's helpful.
So where are we on sheet A? Is that the hammerstone about to come there? Or
Yes, it is.
maybe we should. Why don't we watch that one? At
Can,
least
oh, goodness.
I can get it to focus.
That and if we had a longer cord. All right. All right, Mike Zabronsky delivering Hammerstone in the 6th end on sheet A. Coming down, that has some weight to it. Yes, indeed it does. All right, hitting 1.
Oh, got the yellow out of the house. But another yellow kind of pulled in, so.
I think it may be 1 red. But we'll see what they post. Back on our score, back on our sheet. I think it's just 2 red at this point. Yeah, that first yellow looks further into the 12-foot than that 1 red does. So, Nick and Kevin discussing strategy for the first of their 2 skip stones. Yeah, no, we're waiting for an update on sheet D.
Yeah, we're just kicking their stones away. I didn't see who scored though.
And we'll have to wait until sheet A does update their score. We want to keep you up to date with accurate scores. All right. And smooth release. The sweepers are on it. Ooh, this has got takeout weight written all over it. Will it get through that port? Yes, it will. Take out one of the red stones, but still looks like 2 reds sitting to me. All right, sheet D as in David. Looks like it's 0 to 8. Yellow team has 8. So Team Walters looks like they have 0 at this point. And Orange Looker says Team Kuntz, but it's Linda Kirkman, Rob Myers, Lynn Jenner, and I believe it's Jim Getz playing. Again, we have lots of all right. We've got Kalen Lazur setting up for the first of his 2 skip stones. All right. All right. Let's see. Well, that may went through that same port, advancing one of their own red stones on out the back end. Still sitting 2 red. Looking over on sheet A, Team Everett, the red team, now has 6. Looks like that score is kind of going a little back and forth. The score looks a little one-sided, unfortunately, on sheet D. Yeah, they're on their 6th end. All right, on our sheet C, Skip and Vice, Nick and Kevin are discussing strategy.
That's exactly what I did. Like on Monday, I went to the doctor. I came
So
back.
it is it is their hammer shot, I guess. So
Well, it's the last of Nick's two stones.
oh, is there still another
Mm-hmm.
red there?
There'll still be another red to be thrown
Okay.
after this.
My father, he used to say he has a perpetual sinus infection. It's just always running. Same here.
All right. Yep, he's pushed off the hack. His stone is now coming down the sheet. Ooh, wow, that's got a lot of weight. Ooh, it needs to get through that port. And it didn't. Mm. It hit both guard stones that were out front. The red one is out of play. The yellow is just off to the side. All right, there is one more red stone hammer for Kalen. As of now, red sitting 2. What do you think with the ones that are out front? Looks like they're going to try to come in from the left side.
On the sheet D, you're seeing the Yellowstone being swept on out the back.
Yeah, and out it went. All right, still discussing strategy on C. Over on D, looks like is that Brenda or Stephanie throwing? That would be Brenda.
Yep, Stephanie is playing skip here.
Hmm. Well, they both have like white vests on
Oh, they
this
do. Yeah, I
evening.
did notice that. They do.
And they have the same color hair,
Uh-huh.
and it's both
Yeah.
in a ponytail, okay?
Yeah. No, I definitely see the
All right.
interesting resemblance
And
today.
yeah, black pants, white vest,
They need to get some.
ponytail,
They
brown
need
hair.
to get some bright colored pants there.
No, that's okay. All right, back in our sheet C. Kalen is his skip stone. The hammer is on its way. All right, wow, it slowed down. It'll get across the hog line, and I don't think it's going to do much, and it will still be 2 red.
2 red on the sheet C, so Whistler goes up to 8 to 6.
And that sheet.
Oops.
Yep. All right, when we, looks like the, yep, sheet A is in its 7th end, and their score is 6-4. Our score is 8-6. And on sheet D right now, it's 0-8. All right, on sheet C, first stone by lead Ben Peters. That handsome young man. Okay, Cheryl and Denny swooping, wanted to get it down into place. All right, he's going to cross the hog. It is indeed just left of center. Nice guard, nicely placed. Ooh. Well, I don't think you all can smell it through the microphones here, but the pizza has arrived and I smell Cinesticks. All right. Okay, Ben Peters setting up for his next stone.
Back here, top half, top 12 be okay behind there. High guard, or I mean, number 3 guard. Be all right also. Kind of like bumper versus like I said, it all depends on whether anybody recognizes
All
the
right,
face of the
over on
person.
D, that was Rob Myers. Also a stick curler delivering his stone. That has a lot of weight. That's going to blow something apart. Mm. Well, not quite, but it did take out one of the opposing team's guards. All right, Ben Stone, he's second, being escorted by Cheryl and Denny.
That's like, if people don't know your
Okay,
name,
it's entering the house.
the guy
12,
next to you,
8,
you're going to look at the
4.
number next to you.
Okay, completely 4 foot just beyond the tee line. Very nicely done.
And behind the guard too.
Is it?
I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
Oh, very nicely behind the guard. Yes, indeed. Nice shot. Here comes Jerry Jennings.
As a second, because there'll be so many other 1v2s that other people also can look at the video version.
Okay. Being swept by Kevin and Aaron. Is it going to get past the guard? Yes, it will. It's going to be to the left of the guard. All right. Not the right, left. Left of the guard. Okay. Another high guard. This one off to the left.
I heard Kalen says he wants to freeze to that one.
Okay, the one in the center, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, it's Cheryl Kaminsky up next. Nice smooth release. Over on sheet A, they're up to skip stones. All right, let's see where Cheryl's stone ends up. It is entering the house. And, well, I think we're supposed to freeze to it, but it bumped. So her stone is now mostly 4, a little bit into the button. And the previous one is now straddling the 8 and 4 foot circles.
I was thinking sweeping right here, too.
Aaron Jennings.
All right, and the two gentlemen are escorting it. Oh, now being asked to sweep it.
Looks like a guard. Not what they need. Might be in the house. I don't think so.
No, it's slowing down. No, it's done. It's a center guard, closer than the other 3 guards to the house. Well, it is sitting on the center line.
There was one team that was definitely up here for special.
Cheryl Kaminsky second.
Yes, yes, yes.
Does it look like? No. Okay. That one looks like it got past the guards. Indeed, it did. Enter. Oh, headed right for the another red stone, touching the button. Very nicely done. And there are guards out front of these 3 reds. So this is really good. Looking good for Kalen's team. Okay, Aaron Jennings for Team Datlow. All right.
Looks a little better weight than the last one.
This one will enter the house because it's gone past all 3 guards. But
No,
it may be third.
probably not, but maybe.
It may be third stone, but at least red is sitting 2 at this time. All right, Dennis McLean.
How much be paired with the dad better? That's advice. Yeah. Let it curl, let it curl.
Oh.
As a skip advice.
All right, the sweeper's being called off. Oh, now being called back on. So the skip keeping a close eye on the curl of this stone. All right. Are they putting that guard back in place? Yes, they are. They're putting a guard back up there to protect the 3 reds and the 1 yellow. All right, Kevin Ames in the hat getting set up. Okay, that was a very nice smooth release. Headed on down the sheet, Aaron and Jerry. All right, that's going to promote one of the yellows, but let's see. Into the house and out the back. They're basically just replacing a yellow guard with another one. Not quite sure that was what they had in mind. All right, Dennis McLean getting set up for his next.
I'm going to come this way. The glance off that. It's okay.
I believe sheet D is down to skip stones from this 6th end. Linda Kirkman is setting up. All right, that's sheet D, of course, and
we want center guard. Line is most important.
Dennis getting ready for his.
2 weeks later when Pitt and I were really in
Okay, and
it's just up. Let it curl.
oh,
Let it
that's a
curl.
nice gently thrown.
Park and Sterling and runs down to Great Falls.
This might be another guard just to
Let it curl. Let it curl. It does
protect, because it's gonna go past the hog line, but I don't think it's gonna. Well, it's gonna promote one of their red guards, but just a tad.
Well, why don't we? Should we watch the sheet A hammer throw here?
Well, we'll see. We've got Mike Zabronsky over on sheet A.
So we'll see what this is the sheet A house we're looking at here. So we see we're sitting 2 yellow with lots of guards out in front, and we're throwing yellow at the moment. So
Okay.
they'll
Keeping an eye on A and C.
Yellowstone just crossed the center, so you gotta wait a few more seconds before you see it here.
Ooh. All right, Kevin Ames, Yellowstone on C, took out one of the yellow guards.
Oh, and here comes the hammerstone. Looks like, is it gonna count?
Ooh, yes.
Yep, that'll count. So it looks
And
like
that looks
3
like
yellow.
looks like 3 yellow to me, indeed. Over on sheet A, we'll verify when they hang the score. Back to sheet C. Strategy talking time. And we are just about, yep, the next set of stones, well, down to skip stones in sheet 7, end 7, excuse me.
So definitely sitting 2 red at the moment on C, but not really sure about that 3rd one.
Okay, and sheet A indeed is now red 6, yellow 7 on sheet A. Zabronsky now has 7. So that game is going back and forth.
Yep,
And sheet A
definitely.
is beginning their final end. On our sheet C, we're on the skip stones on our 7th end. All right, sheet D. That game has ended. Handshakes have occurred. Not quite sure what that final score is, but I believe it will just stand at 0-8. On our sheet, C is going to hit a guard.
And to the guard collection.
Guard collection, indeed. Okay, a couple more skip stones. All right, so we're going to... And they started taking the stones out of sheet D, so it may have been 10-0, but We're going to at least leave it at 8-0 for this point in time. 'Cause again, they moved the stones out pretty quickly and shook hands. So sheet D, Team Kuntz, although I don't think their skip was here tonight. All right, back to sheet. What is Nick doing? He's hopping back and forth. Okay,
Trying to
deciding what to do.
needs to make something happen here, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Indeed he does, because right now, Team Ezra's sitting 2, possibly 3. All right, well, Nick was all smiles.
Maybe I'll put the camera on to watch him come back next time to see if he's smiling then.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is his first of 2 skip stones, since Nick does have the hammer this time. Yeah, we need a longer cord for that one. All right, off the. All right, that has some weight to it. Let's see what it ends up doing. All right, it is going to hit the red guard. Let's see what it goes from there. And that red one goes out of play, and it just moves a couple of guards around again. No changes in the house itself. So Kalen will come down and do his second stone after he and Dennis decide what they want to do. Okay, 2 games have finished, 2 more games going. Sheet A is in their 8th end. And on sheet C, we're in our 7th end. All right, Kalen Stone.
Looks like another guard, probably.
You would maybe promoting one of those. May end up promoting one of their reds. Well, it's veering left. All right, it just moved another guard to the left. Can you get a shot of, I guess, yes, you can. You can see all. How many guards do we have at this point in time, Ken?
I've got 7 out there.
I believe so. It's a little hard to see.
So
Got people doing strategy talking here, so.
looks like Datla is hoping to drive a red back into the yellow to to make it shot. It's a pretty low probability shot, I would think. At least for me, it would be.
I think I'm back now. Okay. I guess the decision has been made over on our sheet C. Over on A, got James and Lori Beatty sweeping that red stone. It's going to get into the house. How far? Ooh, looks like that stone is now shot. All right, looking at our sheet.
Oh, Looks like close, but didn't quite do it for that low.
No, it moved another. It did hit one of the guards and put it straight through and out the back. So I think now it's up to the Vice to decide, is it 2 or is it 3 red?
Well, looks like handshakes, so whatever it is, they decided it's enough.
Okay. Yep. I'm assuming that means Team Missouri won. So with that would, well, let's give them at least 2. So that would up their score to 10. And Datlow 6. So it's at least 10, if not 11, to 6. All right. Are you able to move the cameras down to A, Ken?
Let's check out the action there and look at the.
And indeed, they are on their 8th end. And that score has gone back and forth.
So that's what their house looks like now. I'm showing the house.
Yeah, there's 3 guards out front. All right, here we go. Lori Beatty's Redstone coming down the sheet at this time. It's got some weight to it. Is it going to take out some yellow? Yes, it will. Took out 1 yellow and nudged the second one, but yellow is still sitting 2 at this time. And if you weren't sure, over on A, yellow is Team Zabronsky, red is Team Everett. Okay, here we go. Dave Norman Stone. Okay, that one is curling back to center, and it's just going to go out the back of the house. This is Lori Beatty's second stone. So at this time, Team Everett needs to score 1 to tie and 2 to win. Oh, that has a lot of weight. Is it going to take out that yellow? Yes, it will. And roll just off the button. Very nicely done, Lori.
Yep. And how many stones do we have sitting left back down there?
I see 2 red. So I think we're next up to skip stones. Yeah, I think Mike, yep, indeed. We're up to skip stones because Mike Zabronsky's headed to the far end. Okay. Well, this is the last game. Right now, Team Zabronsky is up 7/6. And here comes Mike Zabronsky's first skip stone. Okay, Laura and Brent standing by, ready to sweep if Vice Dave Norman deems necessary. Ooh, this one looks just a little heavy. And the opposing skip is,
Oh.
Dave himself.
that was Dave Norman sweeping.
Just saying, you know what, let's just get this one out of the back. So they did. Okay.
So Dave Everett wants to pull in something. He needs another point there.
Yeah, he does need two to
Hopefully,
win.
buried front of house, front of red. I mean, imagine. And he does have hammer.
All right. He is getting ready, getting himself set up in the hack, as you can see. All right, and nice smooth release. That stone does have some weight to it. Leslie and James walking down with it. Vice, Lori Beatty is watching. Ooh, that does need to slow down a bit. It is slowing. All right, it's into the house to the 4. Oh, wow, nicely done. Okay, it's mostly in the 4, touching a little bit of the 8.
And maybe half buried, I'm guessing. A little hard to tell from our angle.
Yeah, hard to tell from our angle. No, I think it's still visible. But right now, red is sitting 2. Well, Mike Zabrowski's got a little work to do here with his last stone in this 8th end. All right, Mike is giving one last survey of the situation, getting set up in the hack. All right, pushed off, and there's the release. Okay, Brent and Laura are starting to sweep that stone on down. All right, we're getting close to the hog line, so it's starting to slow. Is it going to hit that yellow guard?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely going to hit the yellow guard. All right, then they're just going to concede right now. So I think Team Everett has won 8/7. Yep, so the very last skip stone,
Oops.
it wasn't even thrown, didn't have to be thrown.
8-7.
Mm-hmm.
And that concludes our games for tonight.
Yeah, so it's oddly on Team A, Lava Cakes game was won by Team Everett. The Cinestics game was won by Team Kuntz. Cheese game was won by Team Azur, and the showcased game of pepperoni goes to Team Dubin.
Well, congratulations to all the winners, and especially Team Dubin. And I suppose that concludes our webcast, unless you have anything more to say.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, thanks all for joining us, and we'll
Have a great evening.
bye.